All right, so let's start the discussions here. Thank you, everyone. This is the time that I've been waiting for. Well, the discussion that we like to just bring it to the chat is that, this discussion time is for the CSTOYS Toku wave. It's a CSTOYS Toku wave. I'm pretty sure that everyone knows about that, but let me explain. CSTOYS Toku wave is our weekly live radio, actual radio shows from Uwajima City. Okay, that's where actually I was born, I was raised. Okay, so that's my hometown there, and the weekly show, it's a live show, and then now we pray that your tokusatsu, your favorite tokusatsu songs at your request. That's what we do. All right, we pray that the Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Ultraman songs live on the radio, and you can listen to those live radio for the internet radio. So you can send us your music request from our website, and we can play it for you. And of course, we pray that we introduce your name, your message, comment about the songs, or memories that you have. We can share that with everyone from all over the world. Okay. So this is a Tokusatsu fan community radio, and I really loves to grow more and contribute to the Tokusatsu communities. Okay, and now we've been doing that. Another thing is that the Twitter questions. There are so many discussion thread and everything. Is there? I'm sure that you guys are. Some of you guys belongs to the discussion thread, and you really enjoy that. More communication with the other fans, exchanging the ideas, and more growing that more knowledge. I'm sure you can do that. So many things. So we, as a CSTOYS, and we like to just contribute that those discussions as well by asking the questions, Twitter questions. And so you can ask anything about the tokusatsu, and then let's see. We need to get the one weekly good questions. Okay, so please post your opinion about that in the chat rooms, so what we can ask. So far we have a chat rooms, and Gokai Killer Ben asked that maybe we can talk about Kamen Rider, new Kamen Riders coming up. What's the name? Zio? Okay. Yeah, so we can talk about the new Kamen Rider things, of course. What was the spell of the new Kamen Rider? Is that XIO or something, right? Okay. Yeah, just it's not a competition or anything like that. We just guys to talk about it. Okay, it's not how much you know. This is not the praise that you introduce that your knowledge. Well, we really appreciate that your knowledge, but your knowledge should be everyone else's as well. I mean, by sharing that idea, we can just go farther. ZIO, thank you very much. Okay, ZI-O, Zio. Okay, Kamen Rider Zio. And actually, we already made kind of several orders, and first orders for whatever that the Henshin belt items, something. Okay, they're coming up. Okay, so I think they will be introduced August 1st. Okay, all right. It's supposed to, no, I'm not sure. I should not be talked about. Okay, yeah, upcoming Kamen Rider, right? Zio is in Italian in uncle. Really? Okay, I should know. I should make a note. Thank you, Six Shots. Uncle. Okay, that's an interesting point of view. All right, Italian. I don't know. Maybe some Italian guy. Okay, ZIO. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, that's what Jesse learned from. We can learn from one another. Okay, it's not about praise that it's not a discussion that who is better than who. Okay, it's a very stupid question, isn't it? Okay, it's a stupid to compete with that knowledge or whatever that you can get from the Come on, internet. Okay, so let's not focus on that, but focus on the what is the best question, because the Twitter question, I mean, what we do at the CSTOYS Toku Wave is that always it's a poll questions. We get 3 selections. I mean 3 or 4 selections that you can ask the audience. So ask one questions, whatever they about the the Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, or Godzilla or Ultramans, mostly timely, the trend topic will be very nice. All right, sometimes we do get the kind of hardcore questions too, but hope that it's it needs to be popular with others, with many people. Many people should appreciate that questions, not that deep questions. Okay, so that's kind of hard, isn't it? So I've been kind of struggling with this. Okay, all right. So learning moment to Mr. S and Shuki about the Ultraman Great. Oh, Poké Theater, that's a good one too. Well, coming up, we soon have the new Ultraman series too. So something to talk about that too. That's okay too. Okay. All right. So let's go. Zio Ranger. All right. So well, the question that we need to ask, what will we get? For now, let's focus on something that we talk about, the Zio. Okay, new Kamen Rider. All right. And so we know that as a toy seller, we already know by August you will be seeing that whatever the pre-order items from us, that something like a bottle, something, I don't know, they never showed it to us, but something like just like the Kamen Rider build, you have a main henshin belt, and then changing that whatever the item is, and activate that special sounds or light. I think I saw that something, the battery inside or something for the the collectible things, and so could activate the sound, I believe. Okay, more like a Gaia memory or things like that. Okay, so and then Gokai Killer Ben asked that what theme of the Kamen Rider ZO. Okay, Six Shells, thank you. Since the new Ultraman is using other languages, Rosso, red, blue, we should find whatever ZO word come from. That's a good point. That's a good point. Yes. Yeah, ZO is the ZIO. Someone mentioned that this is the Decade 2. I don't know about that. What do you think? Decade 2? Yeah, Tanya, yeah, someone has been talking about the Decade Season 2. I don't believe so. But the concept is understandable. Okay, all we know that the Heisei era is ending. Okay, Heisei era is ending with the build. And now, new era for the this ZO. Okay, so it does look like a 20 when you write that as ZO. I don't know, but there's always something mysterious. I don't know the words there. Okay, chess. It's supposedly chess themes and combines 2 riders and has a king-like shape. Chess themes. Okay. Thank you. Chess themes rider and 2 rider combined. They cannot, they just like a double, huh? They really like that idea. 2 rider combined. Well, we have to just take it as a salt of this grain of salt, because that it's not very confirmed anything. Okay, just a rumor. Another Twitter poll questions: what do you want to see as the origin of Zeo power technology, mythical. That's a good one. Thank you. What do you want to see? That's a good question. Yeah. Thank you. What do you want to see? Chest themes. Okay. The origin. Okay. Of Zeo by Cha. Okay. Yeah. So it is another decade. Yes, it could be because the new decade is starting. Okay. My goodness. Speaking of the different era, Heisei is ending, right? And so here, I'm sure many, calendar companies or many companies, including just regular companies, starts to face the challenge. Their accountant, software, everything, because they have to change the name that we don't even know yet. Okay, so all right. So there are some people says that we should not use that word Heisei or anything like that anymore, but just to simply after the Christ, AC, so much easier for the make calendars or the whatever, the computer for the accounting or something. Okay. Yeah, build is a nice right over there, right? The 10th level, probably the last one. Okay. Yeah, Gong 84. Thank you. Welcome to the shows. And I wonder what the next era called. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, huh? Okay. I heard that we will. When was that? We were going to find out. I need to check this one here, but yeah, probably next year. I think so. Good luck to the calendar companies. Okay. All right. Neo Heisei. That sounds very interesting, but just like Neo Heisei is like another Kamen Rider movies. Okay. Yeah, what's the story Zeo going to be? That's an interesting one. Okay, thank you. Okay. Tanyan, thank you. What's the story? What's the story Zeo to be? Interesting. Okay. Let's don't forget Kamen Rider G. Okay. No, we're not forgetting. Okay. Toku topic? Who remembers Kamen Rider G? No. I'm sorry. No way. Okay. Alright. Yeah, Kamen Rider G it's not really the actual well, it is, it was not really the official one. Okay. And plus, and he's no more. Okay. Right. Here's a poll question, Wheelchair 21. Thank you. Would people want Kamen Rider to return to its roots once the following Zeo and the start of the next era? Okay, that's a good one. Thank you. All right. Would people want Kamen Rider to return to its roots? That's a good one. Roots to return. All right, thank you. Following its Zeo's end. Zeo's end. Okay. All right, I like that. Do you say what era it is when you say the date in Japan, Mr. S? Yes, we do. Yes, and then like today is actually the officially it's a Heisei 30th, Heisei 30nen, which is a 30th, And so all the dates are followed. Okay, so start with the 平成30年、今日は6月のalmost that 16日 so June 16th. So it's very important. It's more, you know, all the documents, whatever the school documents, registration for the license, or order sheets for the toy, whatever. It's everything. It comes with the Heisei, you know, 30年 or 30th. Okay, start with that, not the AC. You know. We only use that AC, the numbers. 2020 is a kind of symbol for the Olympics right now. Maybe, you know, unofficial documentations. You know. What do you say, Eliza? Let's see. Okay, hoping for the more past original writers to be appearing in the new writer sheet show. Really? Do you really think so? You know, Gone 84. Actually, I have to just oppose that. You know, well, you know, as a toy seller, I noticed that, you know, Bandai's their imagination capacity is really going limit themselves. You know, it seems that they're always going back to the you know, the legend histories, legend writers. But it's okay, you know. But isn't it times to stop that, the habit, you know, and create that, you know, focusing on the one special versions. You know, it's okay to, you know, go back to maybe a Heisei one. Time to time, bring that Showa rider a couple of times. And that's a good idea too. But not necessarily all the riders. All the Showa riders, all the Heisei riders. You know, you are making that, you know, they are making that and those, you know, Kamen Rider story more complicated and hard to go back to the original stories. You know, so Kamen Rider build is a good approach. You know, see, they have, yes, they have that several Heisei riders, maybe 5 of them. That's it. And Legend Riders, they appeared as a borrows, but from only the premium Bandai items. Just very limited. And I like that, you know. So, okay. Not sure about that. Okay, hoping for the more past original. Okay, maybe 200 is a Sentai Kamen Rider in the sport theme, maybe. Really? Joey Oracosa. That wasn't told us to during the Nihongo lesson. Learning something new here. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, flashback. Yeah, that's something we need, that flashback, but not too much, because it's going to could ruin the original new stories, because it's a new era, right? Times to remember that the last 10 years writers, yeah, that's okay too, but not too much. You know, it's a times to move forward. So go back to the questions. Well, what do you think? So so far we are focusing on the Kamen Rider Zeos, and I learned that something new. Zio in Italian means uncle. That's a good to know. Thank you. And Zio is a chess themes rider, and possibly the 2 riders combined and powers, whatever. Okay. And question that we got from the char 350, what do you want to see the origin of the Zio? Okay, that's an interesting one. You know, when you think of the Kamen Riders, you know, it's always like insects themes, you know, but not these days, And so we have the always, you know, special items to transforms now. More, it's not focusing on the insects. It's just it's a legend story of the legend. Okay, you know, as we move forward, we probably need some fresh ideas for this. Okay. Poll questions. What does being a hero means to you? Or if we want to be less deep, what type of hero do you prefer Kamen Riders to be? Hero of the government, organization, reluctant anti-hero. Ah, I like that. Okay. What type of the hero would you like? Okay. All right. Proto Arrow, thank you. And I want some tech-looking Kamen Rider. Tech-looking. Okay, I like that. I enjoy that tech-looking as well. So, tech-looking, mystical-looking, animal-looking, Kamen Rider, animal-looking. I don't know. Okay. If no insect, it's not really lighter, which is why the Heisei era is kind of dull. Well, yeah, true, but because that insect, because if you trying to get the theme, insect theme, and they probably needs to talk about the the Kaizo Ningen, which is that more like a machinized humans, more like a cyborg. Oh yeah, there's something that we need to talk about. There's it's not a trend, but you probably have noticed that Kamen Riders doesn't necessarily to be have the huge operations. They are not cyborg these days, and this is something that the Showa Riders stopped. Okay, so there's a big trend about something not to talk about it, not to talk about it. You can talk about it, of course, but certainly that era has changed. During the Showa time, everything is developing, and everyone is trying something different. TV stations, doctors, everyone is trying whatever they can get hands on, and then just develop something new. And so the Kaizo Ningen, the cyborg idea, was a very new, advanced idea. Okay. However, that medical field also has developed their technology as well. So during the Showa era, your heart transplant and your whatever that you have in your body can be transplanted in real life. Your bone can be replaced by the man-made bones. All right, and so because that the medical technology is just going, developed more and more, and cyborg is not really the future thing, but actual thing happening. And the people who are creator of the Kamen Riders, they were just kind of afraid, because everyday life, the children started to see that these new technologies, and then people who were born with some physical challenges, and they probably get some operations, and they put that special whatever that the bones here, or their heart has been transplanted, or could be their lung as well. So when the children see that these physically challenged peoples, and the creator of the Kamen Riders was so afraid. The children were started to tease these physically challenged peoples, like saying Kaizo Ningen or cyborg. It's a terrible idea. So you know, I totally agree that it was the those creator of the Kamen Riders. They stopped using the Kaizo Ningen, the cyborg words, because our actual real life is more like the future. You know, we do the transplant the our inside and bones, eyes. Sometimes people talking about their brains. Okay, so this is something that you know, the Showa era has changed. So we don't. This is the reason that we don't see anymore of the Kamen Riders has a huge operations and cyborgized, should I say? You know, so all the Heisei Riders are something that mystic powers. That whatever that they have, you know, the driver, the Henshin belt, whoever can be the Kamen Riders, not like a Showa era Riders. You know, so it's really because of the advanced lifestyle that, you know, compares to the you know, olden days. We had to create some new model for the Kamen Riders. So this is another 10 years, another decade has been going away very soon. So when you think about that, how far we came, what technology changed our lifestyles, and those technology, does that technology, the recent technology, contribute to the human, you know, human world or not, in a good way or a bad way? So this is a very important part of the Kamen Rider series, as that, you know, New Year's coming. Yeah. Said to have ongoing since forever, unlike the Kamen Rider who went into the hiatus back since Black RX. Okay, hiatus. I don't understand that word, but sorry. Yeah. Okay, and also love crossovers. Yes, there's a kid who avenged Kiriya Kujo after his death in Japan. Really? Okay, I don't know about that. Yeah, but the concept of the Kamen Rider is pretty simple. Like the you know, Kamen Rider is about the good defeating evil. But what if it's the opposite for the next one? That's a good line. Okay, so Gab Dead Love. Thank you. Yeah. So basically, the Kamen Rider's idea probably won't change. Okay, the good riders and defeating a bad, you know, villains. Probably this is that main theme never changed. Yeah, but opposite idea, it's very interesting, but it will just goes out of the range for the children's world. Okay, Dark Rider theme is very interesting, but as just a little bit of a taste. Not the main riders, maybe not, because it's hard for the children to catch up with that. Okay, all right. So, you know. So whatever that this you know, this new rider, Zio, is, this could be symbolic for the next 10 years. How that a Kamen Rider is going to be, you know. So it's a very interesting question that we can ask. Okay. All right, the question I got. Hey, Slytherin review, good to see you again. Hello. Yeah, deaths of the hero riders can be taken easily by anyone, and let alone children. No. That's very difficult. Okay. Yeah, you have to remember that this is a Kamen Rider concept is to entertain the children and then let them know what's the important things, you know, living in this era. So that's the very important point of view. I know, you know, you have a favorite Kamen Riders to be, but let's keep that that's your favorite lighter, okay? And but the when you look at that, children's point of view and how you want your children to be, and that's a very important point of view. Okay, Amazon's, for example, that's a good one. Great. All right, Protalo says, how cool would it be if the main writer started off as one of the big villains, but after seeing all the destruction, he turned good and helped undo everything he did? That's a very interesting concept. And it's a good guy against the bad guys, and it's a very basic one. Yes, it's very important, but interesting from the bad side to the good side, and then be against to their original villains, or teammate, should I say. Yep, Kamen Rider is moving to the next stage, indeed. Okay. Yeah. So, well, I think the time is limited. So I'll still go the one more demonstrations and lucky draw that we have, and so I will just finish up the here. But thank you for the sharing your thought on this theme. What kind of question we should ask for that at CSTOYS Toku Wave next, this coming Monday. So far, we have the for sure that we will ask the question regarding the Kamen Rider ZO. Okay, now we know the names and what that concept probably, but we will handle that, and really appreciate that your chat informations. I mean your informations or thought on here, and we'll be copy and pasting from your chat, including, and then whoever that you made that good questions, and we will take it and then use it in our shows with your names, possibly, if it's from the one person or everyone's idea, and we will just introduce that chat members from this Saturdays. Okay. Okay. All right, so well, this is something we tried the first time, and because that it's Twitter poll is a very interesting items that we do for the CSTOYS Toku Wave, and I've been struggling with that, coming up with the questions, catching up the questions to ask people, but I'm so glad that I talked to you guys, and then I like to just make this corner as a kind of regular sessions for the alternative shows. So because it's nice to talk with you guys. Okay, that's more fun. All right. Yeah, Protalo says, I want to know how the secondary lighter for ZO will be like. Good, evil, anti-hero. That's a good question. Yes. All right. I will make the note of that. We already talked about the second rider. We don't even know the first rider very well, okay? But I understand that. What would the Kamen Rider ZO's ride be? Caesar interview, that's a good one too. Yes, interesting. Since it's a Kamen Rider, I hope that they will ride on a motorcycle, but something that maybe this is something kind of old idea too. You can ride anything, I guess. Horse? I don't know, but asking about the favorite tokusatsu that is not the Sentai Rider Ultra would good. Okay, of course. Thank you very much, Char. All right. From Galo Seizu Rescue Force. Ah, right. Okay, Char. I like that ideas too. Favorite tokusatsu. I will be very awkward for me to talk about Galo Seizu Rescue Force. I'm sorry, because I'm not really, into it, and we don't have the toys. Okay, so we're probably not going to talk about, you know, it's a great, sometimes bring up to the chat, you know, that's, I like that. Garo Seizer Rescue Force might be difficult to, you know, talk about because we don't have the shows. No, not really. Okay. So hope that you understand it, and probably the decent, you know, how about the Power Ranger ideas? Okay. You know, the Power Ranger ideas are also just great, very welcomes too. Okay. So if you have something to, you know, like us to, you know, put that, you know, Power Ranger poll questions, please just leave it here. I mean, here or there, okay? And we're probably going to take a look at that, okay? Okay, so we will stick with the Kamen Rider Zio, all right? So that's Zio. That's interesting. Wait a minute. ZO, we had it, right? So it's nothing to do with the ZO. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. All right. So thank you guys. And then, well, I will start. I will do my best to bring up the my questions for the next CSTOY Toku Wave. And so I'll be sending out the newsletters to all of my customers, all the audiences tomorrow after the Sunday activations. I mean, I'm sorry, actually before the Sunday activations, by the newsletters, and then I'll bring that in questions. Okay, and we will do that this regularly. I mean, you know, the weekly. So next time we will probably we talk about this more. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Zio News Reporter. There we go. All right, so let me get ready for the last demonstration after this. So don't go away. I'll be back, and let me get ready for that. All right, thank you very much.